Okay, children, now we have finished chapter 4. Before moving ahead, I just wanted to finish a couple of things of chapter 1 which I had left initially, the theoretical parts which I had left. So today we will be discussing the theoretical questions of chapter 1 of, first of all, exercise 1.1. The theory sums, you will realize there is a pattern to it. Once you know the pattern, then you can accordingly solve the sum. They are, in fact, once you practice them 2-3 times, you will realize that the theory sums are the best sums in the exams because their answer is fixed. Okay. So anyway, first of all, a little bit of one mistake, not mistake, but one thing you have to add. In example 3, here after it is written a with a and b equal to 4, just write this one step. A is equal to 4q plus r. A is equal to 4q plus r. Example 3 on page 6. Okay. Anyway, now first of all, we'll just refresh one thing. This Euclid's division lemma, if you remember, a is equal to bq plus r. And where the r, that is the remainder, can be greater than equal to 0, but it will always be less than b. If you remember, suppose we had to find the HCF of 17 and 5, suppose, then we did it like this: 17 is equal to 5, and then we multiply 5 with the closest number so that we get close to 70. So 5 3s are 15, and the remainder will be 2. And we go on like this, and of course remainder can be 0 also, but the value of remainder will always be less than this b. Okay, it can be equal to 0 or greater than 0, but it will always be less than b. So this one thing we have to remember as we proceed ahead now. Now this is the first sum. This first sum is example 2 of the textbook basically, and first we will just discuss this sum, and then the same method is involved in example 3 and in question number 2 of the textbook of exercise 1.1, which we had left earlier. Anyway, first of all, we just see the sum. Show that every positive even integer is of the form 2q and every positive odd integer is of the form 2q plus 1. Let us just first think about this logically, in the sense, suppose q equal to 1, so 2 into 1, it is 2, and if we will put 1 here, 2 into 1 plus 1, so we get 3. So obviously this is even and this is odd. Any number which is divisible by 2 is, we call it as even, and if it is not divisible by 2, we, depending upon the numbers, it can be odd. Now of course, suppose q equal to 2 we put, so if we put q equal to 2, we get 4 here, and here what we will get 5. So first I have just shown you this statement logically, okay, but in exam we can't just write like this by substituting the value. We have to solve it by a method, and I am just showing you the method now. Now first step we have to write, let a be any positive integer and b is equal to 2. Therefore, by Euclid's division lemma, I am writing this in short form, you write it normally, a is equal to bq plus r, and now here b value I will put 2, a is equal to 2q plus r. So this is the first step basically. Let a be any positive integer and b equal to 2. B equal to 2 I have taken because here it was written is of the form 2q, of the form 2q plus 1. So whenever this type of sum comes, whatever is written in the front, that we take as b. And then of course we just apply this Euclid's division lemma, a is equal to bq plus r. Now last step, now the value of r, as you know, it can be greater than equal to 0 but less than, but it will be always less than this. So here the value of r can be 0 and 1. Only 2 values are remaining then. Therefore, if you put it this in the equation, we get a is equal to 2q, because if r is 0, then it will remain like this, and a is equal to 2q plus 1. Now last step you have to write equation 1 is divisible by 2, therefore it is even, and equation 2 is not divisible by 2, therefore it is odd, and the sum is finished. Okay, now as I told you, all these sums will follow a pattern. Okay, now Now, for example, example 3. Show that any positive odd integer is of the form 4q plus 1 or 4q plus 3. First step exactly the same. This step will remain the same. Of course, b now we will put equal to 4. B will let a be any positive integer now and b equal to 4. So therefore, by Euclid's division lemma, you will write a is equal to bq plus r or a is equal to 4q plus r. Okay. Now, what are the possible values of the remainder? It has to be greater than, it can be greater than equal to 0, but always less than b. So therefore, the remainder will be 0, 1, 2 and 3. Now substituting this value of remainder in this, so we get a is equal to 4q, a is equal to 4q plus 1, a is equal to 4q plus 2 and a is equal to 4q plus 3. Okay, suppose I name this equation 1, equation 2, equation 3 and equation 4. Now last step, we have to show that any positive odd integer is of the form this. Now we will write therefore equation 2 and equation 4 are not divisible by 2, therefore they are even, they are odd. Okay, and if they had asked about even, then you would have said equation 1 and 3 are divisible by 2, therefore they are even. And as I said, it follows a pattern. Now if you see question number 2, show that any positive odd integer is of the form 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3 or 6q plus 5. So first step, a is equal to bq plus r you will write, and then instead of b we will take as 6, so a is equal to 6q plus r, and then what will be now be the possible values of the remainder? Remainder can be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and once you put it here you will get like this, you will get 5 equations, and in that you will write for the ones which are not divisible by 2 are odd, and you will find that these 3 only will come, 6q plus 1, 6q plus 3 and 6q plus 5. So these 3 questions, the 2 examples, I will again write them for you, and this question number 2 of page 7. So these are the these you will do as homework. Generally this sum comes for 2 marks, and as you have seen, it follows a pattern, and many times whenever this sum, in fact these type of sums come, children do these sums first, because in that only solving is, only writing is there. Okay. Now the other type of sum which we will see is question number 4. Question number 4 and question number 5, again they are of the same pattern. So first we will see question number 4. Question is, use Euclid's division lemma to show that square of any positive integer is of the form 3m or 3m plus 1. This is what they have asked. Again, in this sum also first step is the same. Let a be any positive integer, and whatever is written here 3, so b, let b is equal to 3. Therefore, by Euclid division lemma, a is equal to bq plus r, and now values of r can be 0, 1 and 2. So we will get a is equal to 3q, a is equal to 3q plus 1 and a is equal to 3q plus 2. The next step is he has asked us show that the square of any positive integer. Now we will first do the first part first, 3q. Now we will square it. When we square it, what do you get? 9q square. Now we want to represent 9q square either in the form of 3m or 3m plus 1. So if I take 3 common, so inside is 3q square, and then I can write where m is equal to 3q square. So I have represented in the form of 3m. Similarly, now the second one, 3q plus 1. Now 3q plus 1 squaring I will do. This is, as you can see, a plus b whole square. So 9q square plus 6q plus 1. Again I want to represent it either in the form of 3m or 3m plus 1. Obviously I can't take 3 common from this, so this I will try to represent in the form of 3m plus 1. So from here if I take out 3, so 3q square plus 2q plus 1 So now I'll write 3m plus 1 where m is equal to 3q square plus 2q. Similarly now for the third, 3q plus 2 square. When I do 9q square plus 2 3 are 6 is 12q and plus 4. Okay. Now when I reach this one, in this one we have to think a little that how do you represent in the form 3m plus 1, because I can't take 3 common out, and if only from these two terms I take something common out, then plus 4 is remaining, whereas I want plus 1 to be remaining. So one step we have to do 9q square plus 12q, and 4 I will write as 3 plus 1. 4 is equal to 3 plus 1, so I will write plus 3 plus 1. Now from these 3 I can take out 3 common. So 3q square plus 4q plus 1, and this I will say to be my m now. 3m plus 1 where m is equal to 3q square plus 4q plus 1. So this was thus question number 4. Again you will observe a pattern and you have to follow that pattern. Okay. Now the last question which we will discuss is question number 5. Question number 5 is use Euclid's division lemma to show that cube of any positive integer is of the form 9m, 9m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. m plus 1 or 9m plus 8. Now of course again if we follow the same process, then we will take b equal to 9. But if we take b equal to 9, then we will get 0 to 8, any 8 equations we will get, and the sum becomes very lengthy. Since 9 is an exact multiple of 3, so in this sum also we will take 3. So in many sums we will be doing this type of thing to suit our needs. Okay. So here first step will remain the same, let a be any positive integer and b equal to 3. Therefore by Euclid division algorithm, and then you will write here. Now we have to show the cube is of the form either this or this. So first I will do the easiest, 3q cube, you get 27q cube. Now I have to represent this in the form of this or this. So if I see I can take out 9 common, so 3q cube, so 9m where m is equal to 3q. Okay. Now second I have to do cube of 3q plus 1. So this will be 27q cube plus 1 plus 3 3 is 9 q bracket a plus b. So 27q cube, 9 3 is plus 27q square plus 9q plus, so now taking 9 common, we get 3q cube plus 3q square plus q plus 1, so 9m plus 1, and where m is equal to 3q plus 3q square plus q. Okay, so now this one I have represented in the form of 9m plus 1. And the last one you have to now do 3q plus 2 ka cube. Okay, when you do 3q plus 2 ka cube, you will realize you will not be able to represent it either in this form or this form, but you will be able to represent it in this form. So this will be a homework, exercise 1.13 sums and these two examples. Okay, cheers.